Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, we're talking about what I would do if I was still cabin crew right now, circa 2020, circa the travel industry is like not in a great position. It's going to be done in two parts, this video. Part one, which is this one that you're watching, is most relevant to those who are in the aviation industry, like cabin crew, who don't necessarily feel like your job is at any threat. You feel like maybe after the season you're going to carry on, but you're also thinking that you will likely want to change your career path somewhere down the line. It might not be anytime this year, next year, but you kind of think, I'm in aviation for the next 3, 5, 7 years of my life, but I'll probably go ahead and change that somewhere along the line. And then part two is going to be for those who are in aviation, possibly cabin crew, and are also thinking that there's a chance that you may be made redundant. The whole purpose of this video and the next video is to really shed some light on a situation for a lot of the people who are in an industry which is a little bit shaky at the moment. Okay, in this video, there's really 3 key things that I would do if I was still cabin crew during this time. The first one is that I would start a personal brand on the internet. What's a personal brand? A personal brand is basically where people know you, and that's not just like your personality, your aesthetics. Your personal brand can encapsulate a lot of different things like your interests, your experiences, your strengths, things like that. Why do I recommend this? Well, why does that matter? Well, based on what's happened during this whole time of COVID, everyone on lockdown, you would have seen the huge transition into the online space. Like people who never even used the internet before, all of a sudden were doing meetings on Zoom. You know what I mean? Like video conferencing. So everyone had to upskill. That is an indication of a huge transition of the world of businesses into the online space. So going into the whole mindset that in the future you're going to be starting a new career, it's a good idea. Claim your username, fix up your bio while you have the time. It's very easy to know what you can put in there. That's for another video. That's the first thing. The next thing that I would do, I would start a website, yes, or a blog, or both. A website can be a blog. You might already be thinking like, Christine, what on earth are you talking about? I'm not interested in starting a website. That seems like a lot of work. I'm not a techie person and I wouldn't know where to begin. Now, the good news is that starting websites right now is so easy. If you know how to open a photo on a computer and drag that into your inbox or into your mail, that's pretty much the skill set that you need to start a website, because there are things like templates and designs that are ready to go. I have my websites on Wix, and that's probably one of the easiest websites to sort of use. There's a lot of different pros and cons with these different, web design platforms, but I'm just going to speak from my own experience. I'm on Wix. It works for me. It was easy to set up. Boom. About the blog thing, you're thinking, why would I do a blog? Are blogs still even in? The answer is yes. Think about it. Whenever you want something, when you want to know something, you want to learn about something, you go to Google, right? And where do you land? There's a high chance that you land on blogs giving free advice, or vlogs, video blogs, or paid websites. Blog is a great entry point for you, again, to showcase the things attached to your personal brand, like your strengths, your experiences, your passions, etc. Plus, it takes a bit of time to build a blog, so now that you have the time, do it. do it, because you're not like having to fit it into your schedule. And then the last thing is this: learn something or learn some things. I know that sounds like I'm not in the mood for that, I'd rather watch Netflix. Well, time is just such an important thing. If I were in your shoes, point blank, I would learn more about the digital world. Yes, why? Because like I said earlier, we're ushering into that world so fast. So you will benefit from that. That'll allow you to either change industries when you decide to leave aviation, or you can, like business. Oh my gosh, there are so many businesses that exist now purely because the internet exists. If you learn about things like digital marketing, email marketing, search engine optimization, how to start a YouTube channel, the list is endless. I would learn about how to start an online store, anything that's based in the online space. And the reason I keep like talking about the online space is because it's a place that I feel that we're certain to go. So it's like increasing your bets, you know what I mean? Like increasing your bets on an industry that's going to keep growing and growing and growing. Not just that, you're a flight attendant, right? So there's a pretty good chance that you are in aviation because you love travel. Enter digital space. Like this is one of the places that you can have a great career path and work remotely. Here's an example. My partner and I, we were both flight attendants. I work in the online space, which means I can work usually from anywhere where I have internet connection. My partner, he started a barbershop. His barbershop is successful and it does really well, but they're two very different businesses. If he decides to go on holidays, he either has to build his business in such a way that his team members can just take over when he's not there, or he needs to make his business so that it can shut for a while we're away. I can speak and say that his business is successful. Mine was slower to grow because I simply did not know what business model I wanted to build, how I was going to build that, and what was important in doing that. So I had to learn, I felt like I had to go back to school to be able to do everything that I'm currently doing. Anyway, I didn't go back to school, I just learned things, which is what I'm suggesting that you do, is learn the things right now that you have the time. Now you can do this for free through YouTube, different online workshops, paid online courses. I am a huge purchaser of online courses and I attribute so much of my knowledge to the things that I purchased already in the past. And the difference between purchased knowledge and free information is that generally when you pay for something, it's in chronological order. That chronological order thing is your biggest time saver. There's nothing wrong as well with learning things in bits and pieces and then you put them into the puzzle yourself later down the track. Whatever the case, make sure that you learn. Learn. That's all for now in this episode. The reason I'm doing this is because I received some messages from people in aviation, and most of those messages have been around the potential of being made redundant or being let go or being fired. So that's what I'm going to talk about more in the second video. If you have any specific questions, please pop them in the comment section down below. And if you did like this video, please let me know by giving this video a like. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.